by governments. And so, but I think in all of the other supporting documents and all of the other supporting plans and policies that go on, there is an extensive amount of consultation that goes on at the national levels with not only government entities and donor entities, but you've got NGOs, civil society organizations, and I think almost all of them are representing an opportunity to weigh in on these things. And I think more so than many of the other countries, many of the other regions around the world, cities have known for the
we still have to ask, the understanding of the issue.
Yeah, and what it comes down to is if
have it there in the language is fine.
Yeah, at the implementation level, it still has to be driven. And I think what you're finding is that there's more and more women who are getting in and being involved at the implementation level across the board. And when you look at the number of people that have come from the Pacific, Stephanie is a very integral, key person in her agency. I'm very much involved in training and awareness raising in the Pacific. Netta with hazards and maybe risk background in SOCAC. And half the SOCAC office is women. So I think that's beginning to say something, because it's changing. And it's only with that change, whereas years ago, it was a very male-dominated area of disaster risk management. So,
It's like the organization that is implementing gender and the Pacific foreign culture. Yeah, this is probably they used to have a gender advisor, so it's no longer exists now. The funding is pulled up, so we are mostly with the gender obstacles and the problems. And a lot of things that we are doing now is like, what we are trying to do is like really, that's why I talk about the sectors, we're really trying to move this gender aspect into like health, like the climate change thing that's coming in now. Like, we are working with the health section now, like NCDs and nothing, so we're trying to move away from just necessary issues. So that's why
Right, and one last thing, Chair. I think in the field of the area of disaster management, disaster risk reduction, disaster risk management, with every single one of the national and in all of the countries, one of the key partners at the time, particularly in preparedness and response, is the Red Cross. They are mandated to sit on all of the councils, disaster councils in the country. And they're also a leading entity in climate change adaptation. And 95% of their national societies are led by women in the Pacific.
Before we move further, can we have an introduction?
Sorry.
You want an introduction?
Yes.
Our apologies. We had to rush off and attend to one of our priorities while we're here in our DSA. So thanks to Stephanie Ford for arranging for that, and sorry for your trouble. Punsela Nitamo, I'm the Assistant CEO for the Women's Ministry. So I come in as one of the planners and one that's very much involved in policy development when it comes to gender equality back in Samoa. If I may put in my 2 cents worth, just in relation to the points made by Alicia SPC, I think we also need to reflect up there the need to make the linkages to the Pacific Platform for Action, being the gender equality document for the Pacific that we've all adopted, and so just wanted to point that out.
Gender document for?
That's the Pacific.
Pacific, yeah.
Isn't it the Pacific
It's not
Plan?
the Pacific Plan.
It's not.
No, this is a thing that came out of the Beijing Platform for Action.
And that is also on that CD. It was copied on in a folder as a resource, so if you need to reference, it's available.
Yeah, I think one of the issues that we haven't raised here, as you have pointed out, usually the gender policy at the regional level and the national level as well, and as I'm speaking for example, it used to be a standalone gender policy. And I think that's one of the problem we haven't incorporated gender to into actual development dialogue, which we should really think it should be gender dimension should be brought into the central development dialogue at the regional and the national level. Otherwise, it will be just a gender policy stand-alone, and we do climate change and everything over there and apply the gender policy all the time. It has to be an integral component of development. And I think our group has raised it.
Before we move on, we had another person who was to introduce themselves as a gentleman. Hi.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Dr. Alamawada, Professor of the Society, and our standing in the Pacific is really International Red Cross and Red Crescent Society based in Suva. In Suva,